All right, should be live here. What's going on, everybody? Let me just do a little check on my end over here. Okay, perfect. Looks good. How's everybody doing? We're here on Thursday. Usually do this on Friday, but I've got family coming into town tomorrow, so I won't be able to do it on Fridays like I usually do. So had to go live on Thursday. Totally honest with you guys, this almost didn't happen, but made it happen because we're trying to stick to that consistency goal for this year. So really pushed it. Feeling super tired and just not feeling it, but I'm sure talking Pokemon with the community here will get me fired up and give me energy. E-Unit, let's see, got the chat bot working perfect. E-Unit, yep, he recognizes Thursday Mertz, yep, usually Friday, but we are here. Johto, Jake, yo, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. And then we've got Kel saying hi, what is up? Good to see everyone in here. We're just going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to go through some auctions and just kind of engage with the chat for a little bit. This will be a short one. I know I said it'll be a short one last time, and it ended up being 50 minutes long, but this most likely will be a short one. I've got some things to do, preparations to make before the family comes in tomorrow to get going here. So good to see everyone. Let's pop over to the browser screen and just start looking at some auctions. Got Z&G pulled up here. We usually start it by sorting it from the highest to lowest, but I figured to go lowest to highest here and just see a little bit of the junk that people are kind of putting in here and kind of seeing what's just getting 99 cents with $5 shipping after all the way to Thursday here. So we are taking a look here. Okay, perfect. So let's start scrolling through this classic collection, English and Japanese. Just an absolute stinker. Got completely wrecked. I bought a couple Pikachus, Charizard, Blastoise, bought a lot of the starters and just got destroyed on them. The Charizard graded an 8, paid like $170 for it, got absolutely destroyed. Pikachu's bought him at the tip of the top. I was like, this is a shiny new reprint Pikachu base set. What can go wrong? It's going to everything's going to be fine. Hey, guess what? Everything wasn't fine. Sold it for like $40 or something disgusting. I still have one of them on my eBay store, and I just can't get rid of it. It's just absolutely trash. Horrible quality. The bottoms are completely jagged. This is the Japanese version that I'm talking about. You know, it happens. It is what it is, but Mr. Mime is one of the bright spots of this because it's I believe it's an original art here. So anyways, what do we got here? A PSA 9. Oh, a PSA 9 English Ivysaur. That is just 4.5 tops on there. That's a tough one here. Just we're not going to spend a ton of time on this lower stuff. I just want to kind of get a sense on what's here on this auction. What do we got? 2,225 auctions ending. Is that because, that's because today is Thursday and he's probably going through and either has listed all the ones for next one because maybe he does 10-day auctions. Let's see. Let's do ending soonest and see if we can filter to the furthest page because there's no way he's doing 2,000 in one go. Let's see here. Maybe he is. Wow. Okay, I just filtered all the way to the 9th page on ending soonest, and they're all ending on Sunday. That's insane. Is this like a record week? I thought he usually just does like 1,000 to 1,200 a week. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Like this just seems insane to have that many ending in 1 week. That's crazy. Well, good for you. Good for Z on having an awesome auction block. Let's keep looking here. All right, what do we got going on here? This little no symbol. Oh, that's not a no symbol. That's just another classic collection. I forgot that Clefable was in there. Interesting. E-Unit says he bought a Japanese box, graded everything, absolutely slaughtered. Yep, it was just disgusting, a horrible endeavor. But you know that's few and far between. It goes to show you that not everything is just going to go to the moon. Like base set reprints will just we get it wrong, get some right, and then we get some wrong, like this one here. Yeah, you get absolutely slaughtered. The Komiya Onyx for the PC. Other than that, destroyed. Yeah, I got the I bought the Komiya Onyx, and the guy just never shipped it, so had to get a refund there. So I still need to pick that up for the personal collection here. This Crown Zenith Pikachu from the Galarian Gallery. I did that little play a while back there. You know, as English is not grading super well. A lot of classic collections. Somebody probably just got destroyed and is just auctioning this crap off and just chucking it, yucking it. This 8.5 Mew from the UPC, probably not going to go for a ton of money. I think the 10s are going for $40. Not great. We're not seeing some good stuff. Still see okay, this is a, let's see here. I like this card, this Hoopa, but it is a 4. How did we get the 4 on that? It's a nice art though. I like that card. Victory Bell from Aquapolis. Is this even a reverse holo, or is this just a regular common that somebody just graded? Let's see. This is just not a common. Is it oh, it's a rare. I don't know why I thought we were thinking about Weeping Bell, but why would the person grade this? Let's see. I mean, it looks good. Not a ton of white dots. I guess they were going for the 10. I don't know why that person graded this card. Get wrecked. Let's see, what else do we have? Card ass. More classic collection. A 9 on the Pidgeot. 9.5 Radiant Charizard. I made that Radiant Charizard play when it first came out and sold multiple copies for like $100. That was pretty nice. Don't know what they're going for now, but I would assume around $40 or less in a PSA 10. Well, this is a nice card. Darkness Energy, EX Ruby Sapphire, E-League winner. I like some of the Cosmos energies. They just look sick. Jodo Jake just bought a PSA 9 Mewtwo Gold Star this week. Oh, congrats. What are those going for? Let's take a look. I honestly, let me just do a little guess on what I think that might go for. I'm going to say $17.50, although I just have no idea. I could be way off. Mewtwo, don't spoil for me in the chat. Mewtwo Gold Star. Let's see what these are going for. Maybe I'll see the one that you bought if I go down to sold listings. No idea. I'm not a Gold Star guy. Let's see here. Ooh, I wasn't too far off. This one, last copy, 2164. I don't know if that's the one you bought, 2000. Okay. Beautiful card. Congrats. I wasn't around during the Gold Star era. This is a sick card. Coming out of that. Why haven't they brought these back in? Obviously Gold Star Greninja and some of the EXs that pop out of the borders. The regular EXs in the recent sets they're having cards that pop out of the border, but nothing like the rarity chase of the Gold Stars has come back. Fukuda, did Fukuda do all the Gold Stars? I know he did the Rayquaza. Obviously did the Mewtwo here that we're looking at. Awesome. Good for you, my friend. iFOMO in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Johto Jake, oh boy, paid $20.50 off platform. Full art Gold Stars would be wild. Okay, yeah, Fukuda did all of them. Okay, thanks for confirming. $20.50 off platform. I mean, I don't think you got wrecked there at all. Like that, looks like it's right on line with some of the recent comps. Good for you. Are you collecting all the Gold Stars? Are you a Mewtwo fan? That's a sweet pickup. All right, let's keep scrolling on some auctions here, see what we got going on. What are people grading? Japanese base set 8.5. Haven't seen anything that I do like Japanese base. Jake said he has 13 out of 20 so far in 9s. There's 13 out of 27 in 9s. There's 27 Gold Stars. Wow, I would if you would have asked me just cold like how many Gold Stars period are there, I would have said like 14. So probably I'm half of what actually exists, but that's pretty sick, dude. Good for you. Okay, yeah, these are the regular EXs that I'm talking about with the bursting out of the border. These are worthless. Let's see here. Just lots and lots of junk. Mislabeled. I am so tired. I was like, is this a new type of hollow bleed? Mislabeled. I was going to trash on ZNG for spelling bleed wrong, and then I just mislabeled. I'm an idiot. That shows you how tired I am. Let's see. Do love the rainbows. I'm still picking up those Umbreon GX 154 Sun and Moon base rainbows. I really like that card. Let's take a look at what it's doing here. I'm going to pop over to TCG Player. real quick. Do you have to sign in? Here, you guys can hopefully not see my sign-in information there. Boom. Let's see. I signed into my account, but I don't want to. I hate how you. Well, first of all, let me back up. I hate how. See, if I do one Umbreon 154, nothing comes up. Why doesn't the Umbreon Rainbow Rare that I'm looking for come up? That's absolutely ridiculous, disgusting. This like, what a stupid way to initiate searches. Like, so stupid. First of all, so near mint. So this little line up is probably me buying a bunch of copies there. I bought all of the copies that were under 40 a couple weeks ago. So anything under 40, and that was near mint, I just put it in the cart and bought. I think that was like 10 or 11 copies. And then I bought a few lingering copies, like 40 to 45, 47. And this person here bought the $36 one yesterday, plus like $4 shipping. This thing was low play, so it wasn't near mint. I was going to buy it, but it has pictures. You can see by the little picture icon. But I've just been kind of swooping these up, about 4 or 5 copies off of eBay as well. Just really like this card, really like rainbows. I like that this is the first set with rainbows. It's a S-tier Pokemon and Umbreon, and we're just going to buy a bunch of them. The cheapest near mint copy is $50 now. Pretty drastic. It's crazy. Like, I am such a small fish and just a random person. Me just deciding to spend like $400 just can now just set a new market for this card, or just, I don't know. This isn't market manipulation. I saw a card, being transparent about it, bought a bunch of copies. There are not a ton of copies. It just shows you how, if somebody came into the hobby with like actual deep pockets, like somebody who's like a deca millionaire who has $100 million, a billionaire, could absolutely just buy. Like, if one of us grows up, let's say 20 years down the road, some of us are really, really successful, and one of us is a billionaire. That person could, if they wanted to, just buy every single high-end card, every single trophy, every single copy of First Ed base Charizard, every copy First Ed base PSA 10, every gold star, everything, anything and everything that's high-end and mid-tier and low-tier. If they wanted, they could just add it to their cart and buy everything, not put a drop in the bucket into their wallet, and then just completely own a sizable chunk of the market. It's kind of crazy to think about how that is something that could, like, what if one or two of us out of the thousands that are in this hobby just makes it big in crypto, or just makes it big in some other venture 20 years down the road, and just does that. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it's kind of crazy how some of these things are so limited, and even things that aren't limited, it doesn't take a lot of money. Like, the market cap on some of this stuff is not like super outrageous, and markets could be completely moved if somebody with big wallet came in. But anyways, I do not have a big wallet, and I made a line go up. That's fun. Anyways, I just like the card. I probably out of like I want to say like 11 to maybe 13 copies that I actually have in my hand. Some of them didn't ship, or issues, or late in shipping, blah, blah, blah. Probably out of the 13 copies, there like 3 or 4 of them are gradable. So not super awesome 10 rate, but as you would expect from something from, what is this, 2018 or so, Sun and Moon. But in any event, the 9s are if you grade them and grade it in a 9, essentially at the current rate, it's going to be around a break even, including grading fees and eBay fees. And if you grade a 10, going to be making a pretty penny. Grade an 8, get wrecked. So that's just something I'm doing. Let's scroll back over to Z and G. I see over here market MMM unit says market manipulation, Mertz. Yep, just totally manipulating, shilling, and now everybody go use my affiliate link in the description of this video and make me a bunch of money and shill that card and buy a bunch of them off of eBay, since I'm creating a bunch of inorganic hype, and make me a bunch of money, and I'm going to be a super scummy eBay YouTuber. So That's what I'm doing now. I'm just disgusting. A lot of 99 cent with $5. Obviously, everything has a chance to shoot up closer to the auction. We've got a couple days left, so this isn't like super concerning. But we are scrolling around 120 items, about halfway through this page, and there are a ton of 99 cent with $5 shipping onlys. iFilmo says chillin'. All right. I've had enough of the junk. I actually low-key like this Aquapolis muck. Don't know why this person graded just a regular rare. This is probably the same person that graded that Aquapolis Victory Bell and got destroyed. Let's see. Let's go to highest first. That's where the sauce is. That's where we're going to have more fun. Shadowless, PSA 10 Shadowless Venusaur 1275 with a few days left. Super old cert. Let's look at this 2 cert and see if it's absolutely trash or not. Let's see. Top left looks good. Top right, that may be something in the case, or it may be a touch of whitening. I don't know. That looks like something almost that's like in the case or might rub off. It doesn't look like super whitening here. This also, where my mouse is, looks like a little thing that might rub off. Junk on the case. That doesn't look like it's on the card. Okay, this actually looks like a nice clean copy. Let's look at the front centering. Centered well. Decent, nice copy. Not every 2 cert is disgusting. All right. This for alligator's kind of sick. All of it, although I always think this expedition for alligator always looks like a crocodile. PSA 10 Evo Charizard is $1,000 with 2 days left. That seems like a lot. Are these hard to grade? Why would you buy this card? Why? Why would you buy that card instead of just buying like a PSA, whatever, 8, 7 of like a Shadowless or Unlimited or whatever the one-to-one comparison is? Why would you ever buy that Evo Charizard? I just don't get it. Sorry. See, we got the full gamut here. Evo, Shadowless, and then we've got the base set Unlimited. A PSA 9 already at $900 with a few days to go. We got PSA 10 First Ed base rolling. Let's see here. Got a PSA 7 or CGC 7 Misaki Gengar. Weiss Schwartz. Excuse me. A lot of decent vintage stuff here. I haven't seen like a modern stonker yet. Base set Unlimited PSA 10 UK pack. If anybody wants one. You know what? I never got the Shining Korokoro Mew. This one just doesn't do it for me, guys. Sorry. I mean, cool. I don't know. It's not. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't want to just sit here and be negative and trash stuff. But that particular card seems to be popular, and I don't love it. All right, scrolling down. Ooh, this is nice. I see. I've really come on to Legendary Collection lately. Looking nice. The Mexican hipster in here. Good to see you. How's the baby Mertz? Mine's so much now at 5 months that I have to keep an eye on him. I hate how he loves to sleep on his tummy. Oh, that's got to be stressful. Yeah. Thanks for asking. My son cannot roll over yet. He's just a little blob. He's 2 months as of 2 days ago. He is awesome. He's starting to smile more, interact. He's really turned a corner. Less fussy. I turned a corner in the last couple of weeks. Less fussy, sleeping more, eating a good amount. He is finally starting to like smile, interact, play around. He's an awesome little guy. So thanks for asking. He's a good little guy. The family that I've got coming into town is my family that lives out of town coming to meet my little son. He's a good boy. He's in the other room sleeping, or hopefully sleeping. Hot take, Mertz. Whoa, Jake, which hot take is that? Shining Mew that I don't love. Is that what you're referring to? Don't love that card a bunch. Boondock Games, what's up? Good to see you in here. Yeah, the Mew. Yep, that is. I don't know. Just doesn't do it for me. Not a big Shining guy. Like I never made it into the Neo Destiny. Or whichever one was first. I honestly can't remember. Neo Destiny, Neo Rev. I think Neo Rev was first with the Shining Gyarados and Magikarp. Wasn't around for the Shinings in the video games or the cards, and it just really doesn't hit me. I do like this Snorlax a lot. The Snorlax is sick. I like the EXs from Team Rocket Returns. My favorite being the Articuno with that red background. Such a sick card, that Articuno. And I really like the Snorlax too. This weird CGI stuff, that's an Arita. Looks nice. $326 for, I guess this is a rare. First ed base rare. This is another 2-cert. Let's see if we can see if this is a junky card. Looks decent. I mean, that looks like a good copy. So far, 2-certs on Vintage, and we aren't seeing bad copies. Still looks good. Yellow Cheeks PSA 10. We got our first Yu-Gi-Oh! Slifer, the Sky Dragon, Game Boy Advance. I've never seen this card. I did have a big Yu-Gi-Oh! Face, believe it or not. This is kind of sick. Why is the attack and the damage start with an X? I did have a good time in Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, PSA 10, Charmeleon, Dark Charizard. Not seeing a ton of modern up here at the top of the auction. What are we doing here? First, Lorcana. Who's this signed by? Signed by Kendall Hale. I have no idea who Kendall Hale is. Kendall Hale. Don't know who that is. Did I type it wrong? Kendall Hale with 2 L's. Is there an E at the end of Kendall? Nope. H-A-L-E. I put 1 L here. Enter. Who is Kendall Hale? I have no idea. Probably the artist. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. What is this? Anybody big Lorcana fans? I don't want to crap on it, but I'm not interested in Lorcana. What do we got here? This is a strong. Here's our first relatively modern. Would you consider this modern? 2019 Rainbow Mewtwo Mew for $243 with a few days to go. That's nice. Let's see here. Jake likes the Mew composition is brilliant in his opinion. Yeah, I guess our art is subjective. I can't be like, you are wrong. This is good art. That's the beauty of this stuff. We can either, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. See, I like this one better. This is such a cute little Mew with the little Diglets, Oddish. I like this card a lot. You just like kind of smiling, full art. I like this card. JR says, put some respect on Slifer's name. Slifer's attack is 1K for every card in your hand. Ooh, that's kind of sick. The Gengar. I really like this Gengar. Never understood why they had the Japanese text on the English cards. Interesting. Are they? I've heard they're bringing Mega Evolutions back. Are they actually, or is that still speculation? Are they bringing Mega Evolutions back? I have not seen one card that I'd be interested in pulling the trigger on, although I don't buy a ton or any graded for the PC these days. Lorcana signed by Christian Romero. Little CGC 10 Ghastly Legendary Collection. This is just some pretty standard stuff. Not a lot of modern. What is this? Perfect 10 character rare for $171. What are you doing? Who's buying this? This is like let's see how much this card costs. This card, you can purchase low list TCG player near mint for $1.40 plus $1.22 shipping. And this person is paying $171.50 plus $5 shipping for a card that's graded in perfect 10. I don't get it. That's a tough one. James will have to let us know if this one gets paid. That's tough. Jared said Pokemon had a little trailer with just the mega symbol on their IG, so assuming they will for the game, but it should translate to the card too. Oh, cool. So there's actually like legit evidence that it might actually be a thing. Awesome, yeah. iFOMO says the margins, the margins on that Eevee are disgusting. Like, look, that Eevee is going for more than a CGC 9 Dark Dragonite from Legendary Collection. You know how hard it is to source a mint copy of this for a decent price? Look at this. This one actually looks really, really nice. Probably some kind of scratching or something on the front. The back looks super duper clean on this. It's hard to tell the centering because it's Fireworks Hollow. But centering looks decent from what I can see from the borders that are popping through. But seriously, like, that is disgusting. Sorry to the hobby. Sorry. PSA 9 Nintendo Error Mew, Ancient Mew, Shining Gyarados. So I got another batch of these Charizard VMAX, the Chinese versions of this Champion's Path Secret Rare. Just sold another one today for $125. The one that I said on last week's live, or 2 weeks ago on the live, where the person returned it. They just didn't want it anymore and just finally utilized the return button instead of like item not as described. He returned it and I sold it for, I think, $5 less than I sold it for the first time. But obviously I had to pay return shipping, so I lost a little bit of money, but price stayed relatively the same. Can't rationalize a rational market. I'm sure you meant irrational market there. Yeah, can't. There's just no way to rationalize how that $1.40 character rare is going to sell just by some random dude in where is it? Is it Sarasota, Florida, or Clearwater, Florida, or wherever CGC is located? Some random person a year and a half ago decided that this was a quote-unquote perfect copy, and now it sells for 100 cents. It's just so weird. Dragon Ball Super, I don't know anything about that. Somebody's doing a big CGC Legendary Collection play. All right, now we're getting this. This seems like a good price, $152. Obviously, we've got a couple days left. This could shoot up to whatever it should go to, but a CGC 10 Aquapolis Hollow for $152.50, not bad there. Lots of Legendary Collection. This is one of my favorite Legendary Collection ones, the Christopher Rush Mewtwo. Christopher Rush is the Magic the Gathering Black Lotus artist. For those who don't know, there got another Yu-Gi-Oh card. This Zapdos is let's take a look at it close up. Far away, I never loved this. This is not one of my favorite Zapdos, but kind of zooming in and taking a closer look for the first time, it is kind of a little bit better than I thought. Kind of, he's looking at menacing there. PSA 5, first ed base, Hitmonchan. That doesn't seem like a correct price. $152 for a PSA 5. Do we have a little shill session here? Let's take a look at the back. What do we got going on here? It looks like it's decently clean on the back, although the left edge looks kind of rough. Either this is shilled or this person is going to cross this to CGC and they think they can get a CGC 8 because of just the minor whitening, and it's most likely just a micro ding that CGC will treat more easily. So you know what? Upon further review, I bet it's that's what that person's going to do, is try to regrade it with CGC, because there's no way a PSA 5 Hitmonchan is going for $152. Just no shot. Van Gogh Pikachu with gray felt hat. Got 4 of these at PSA right now. They were super clean. I heard people talking about different types of quality on the reprints on those. I got 4 of them for I think it was like $82 a while back, and sent them into PSA, and they were just like ultra clean. I actually thought for a second that I might send a couple to Beckett, because I thought they may be black label worthy, but I didn't want to wait for 4 months and then just have no idea when they're coming back, and then get absolutely wrecked with the BGS 9 if I just got a random grader that decided to do whatever random graders do. So I was just like, you know what, just chuck it to PSA. But these things are holding strong at like $225 to $250 still in a PSA 10. Pretty nuts, the demand for that card. I actually believe in that one, though. It's a great card, and it makes sense to me. I keep hearing people talk about, like, this card is, 50, 60, 70 bucks, and you can get them all day for that price. It's like, I don't think you can. They are like 80, 90, $100 sealed. I guess if you find like the perfect deal and buy like 100 quantity on Facebook, maybe you can get them down to like 60 or 70, but that doesn't seem super duper likely. So like, I don't know why that's out in the ether there. People always quoting that $70 price where it's nowhere near, at least low list on eBay. Got another slifer for you, JR. A lot of legendary collection, first ed base. Finally got a modern card here. Why did I exit out of TCG Player? I want to take a look and see what like the trajectory of this raw card. Was this like $500 when it first came out? This PSA 10 Iono. I'm gonna log back in here. Select the object that differs from the others. Somebody tell me how you get a refund from TCG Player if you don't get your item, because like it hasn't shipped yet, and I don't see a button on my order status to be able to say item not received. So that's awesome. So I'll have to look into that later. But anyways, Iono, Paldea Evolved, SIR. Started up high and has been going down since then. So you can get a near mint copy. Low list on TCG Player is like $73, and then the PSA 10. Okay, interesting. All right, I'm just turning on the heat a little bit. I am cold in my house. Not going to go for too much longer. Going to look at a couple more auctions. I just wanted to hop on here and make sure I stayed consistent with my schedule and the goal that I have for 2024. iFOMO says, send a message to seller. If no response within 24 hours, you can escalate the situation on TC. Thank you for confirming. I had no idea. I've never had this happen to me before. I got 2 or 3 orders of people who just haven't shipped the item. And what I would kind of speculate happened is they sold it to me for like $35. And since I kind of did a little minor, small buyout, they're probably looking at it and seeing that it's like $50 now, and they're just going to go ahead and not ship it and then relist it once they think the certain amount of time has passed, if they haven't relisted it already. So guarantee that's what's happened. It is what it is. Happens. Man, Pikachu, Rainbow Pikachu, remember when this thing was like $1,000? Remember that? That was nuts. That was like peak insanity. Let's see what this card is going for. Jeez, it's still $100 raw. I wonder what the grade and what the grade rate is. I wish you could go a little bit further in the past and see what's going on here. Starting to make a rise here. Maybe somebody's doing a little buyout on the Chonkachu. iFOMO said they have been doing that lately. One dude shipped me a week later, sent the card back out of spite. Yeah, it's just, I've had that happen to me before. Sellers not shipping stuff because the price went up, from like Japanese sellers just ghost and don't send it because they've got these super long handling time sometimes, and then by the time they finally get around to shipping it, they take a look at the price and it's doubled or whatever the case may be. It's happened a few times in the past. Doesn't feel good, but it does feel good to be able to find stuff like that. It seems like a good price, huh? Old label CGC 8, Sabrina's Gengar, first ed. Let's take a look at the back. That looks super clean. Well, now all 3 of us, iFOMO, JR, and whoever else is the lurker in here, just saw this. Who wants to buy this and try to regrade that? That looks super duper clean. Don't think it's going to be me, but if somebody in the chat is willing to do that, got a little teeny tiny white dot here. The top right corner, maybe. Those are just super duper minor. This looks like it's like a no-brainer 9, unless there's like a bunch of hollow scratching that I can't see. Is this a swirl too? Yikes. Somebody should buy that. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the old inventory in my brain to try to remember to come and take a look at this later, because this is a swirl no-brainer 9, possible 10. You could probably make some money there. So probably just put that out into the world, and everybody's going to compete for it, and it's not going to be a hidden gem. If I was looking at this by myself, I probably would have done something with it. There you go, little present. I've almost said, I see. Do you play the first to market game? Do I play the first to market game? Sometimes. I did that a lot more. Probably like 6 to 8 months ago, I was doing that. I did that on like I mentioned earlier, like a Radiant Charizard play, or the SV001s. I was really first to market on those, or like the 2023 illustration contest cards. I was the literal first person to have those graded at PSA, like pop ones on those, and made an awesome margin on those cards. What else did I do first to market on? I try to do it if I can get to it. And I've never done first to market on like paying like $40 or $75 to like expedite the grading. I just do all of those plays that I just mentioned were bulk. So I've never wanted to do that, because I just don't know if I like, obviously I trust myself to be able to pre-grade, but like even if you pre-grade super well, you could just get a grader with a, something up there, just like having a bad day and just give you a 9. So it's just, in my opinion, I haven't had a lot of desire to send in at the $40 tier. Pokey Chef just saying, what up, Mertz? Good to see you here. Hope you and the fam are well. Appreciate you dropping in. Lurker present. Yes. So you were the third person there lurking. Good to see you, Pokey Chef. I've almost said I tried with the gold cards in CZ and sold them in a PSA 10 for what I bought them for. Doesn't always work. Sometimes the market falls too fast, and those people that do have the big balls to do the $40 quick turnaround, they get rewarded. So as they should, like for having the balls to do that. But I just have not. Grading is the turnarounds are so quick right now that it almost just makes more sense to just chuck them at bulk, unless you've got like a specific use case for them. I've got a sub out right now. I'm gonna check on my phone like the status of this sub. The grades should be popping like any second. It's been in assembly for like 6 days, and that would be so sick if the grades popped while I was live here. Nope. It's got a lot of Pikachu on the balls, and it's got 4 Vanyo Pikas, 3 Rainbow Chinese Charizards, and then a Kumiya Ludicolo Sandstorm Hall that I think can cross from the 9 to the 10. Hoping to get those grades back soon. What do we got here? A Rita signature. So I was listening to Retro's live stream with Jake Smith and Ernesto and Ray the other day, and they were saying that PSA is no longer authenticating autos, that they fired their main auto guy. I don't know why firing their main auto guy would cause them not to be able to authenticate anything anymore. Do they not have a backup plan? Do they not have other employees? Is it just one guy authenticating every single auto that comes through for Pokemon? Like, possibly. But that's kind of weird that you literally can't do that anymore. 2 Thanen. Why would somebody want to buy this? Personalized to some random person? Or does that say, 2 Trainer, and really bad handwriting that I don't blame him for, because he doesn't write in English regularly. 2 Trainer. Did somebody try to pass it by that's her name, just being like real scummy, trying to stonk this Dark Raichu to the moon? 2 Trainer. That's so scummy. I want no part in that card. I've almost said, I've realized through One Piece that sometimes it's better to sell back into the market after the price hike. Grading takes too long. Yeah. Selling raw is sometimes the play for sure. All right. CGC base set Charizard, $116. That seems super cheap. Old Cert 9. Let's take a look at the back here. Bunch of junk in the slab, but I think that's just dust either between the scanner and the slab, or between the slab and the card. That looks super clean. Back centering looks decent. Front centering left to right. I think that could pass for 60-40, but off a little bit left to right. That seems too cheap, doesn't it? Like, why would you buy a PSA 10 Evolution Charizard for like $1,000? Like, wouldn't you want this all day, every day over that? I just don't get it. Don't get it. Iris Plasma Blast. What do we got here? Getting down. Seems like a good price for that Haunter. A lot of real similar stuff. Somebody must have sent a really, really large sub of Legendary Collection. There's a lot of first ed base in here. That seems pretty cheap for a PSA 10 Magmar uncommon card. $103. Obviously, I get it. I know it's got a couple days to rock it up. Could rock it up to whatever it does, but that's just like really cheap. A lot of the same in this auction. There's nothing that's really like popped out and like unique for what I'm seeing, and been scrolling for a while. That Sabrina's Gengar though, somebody should buy that. I really don't want to. I've got too many other things going on at the current moment here. Which legend card is this? The top Entei Raikou. That's sick. I saw Jake Smith on his Instagram was grading a lot of PSA 10s on those Japanese legends. I wonder if that's his. A lot of Legendary Collection. Just chucking it all out. I've got some like grading misses that I'm just gonna chuck out to like probably like DC Sports. I'm waiting for that most recent sub that I just mentioned that I'm waiting for the grades on to see if I get wrecked on a couple cards to add to the grading misses just to get them out of here. I've probably got like 30 or 40, you know. I'm kind of struggling. I want to send them to DC Sports just to keep the stuff rolling and chugging and keep churning. But I also want to have some graded card inventory for Chicago Collecticon in October. What is that for? I don't know, 6 months from now. So do I really want to? Because like, I don't know if I'm gonna have a ton of time to like be sourcing a lot of inventory between now and then, and I kind of want to just like have inventory. Excuse me. I don't know, going back and forth with that. With the birth of my son, I just have not had a ton of time to source. I just haven't. Period. Don't know how some people do it. I am running on low sleep. A lot of time with him. I thought I had these grand plans for when I was going to be on paternity leave. Like, I'm going to do so much sourcing, and I'm going to list everything that I have and organize everything that I've got, and it just hasn't been the case. I just haven't had time. Just haven't. I just, it is what it is. Family's first. Family's more important. I'm not complaining. Like, my priorities are, in my opinion, where they should be. But I just, I thought I'd have more time, and it has been a lot tougher than I thought. See, this is something that I'm actually interested in here. This is a card that I'd like to have for the PC someday. Play promo. Mew. This card is beautiful. Look at it. Just look at this. This is Mew is in a greenhouse, you know, presumably just in somebody's like backyard in their greenhouse, like in a civilian's greenhouse that they have no idea that the Mew is hanging out there. It's just a beautiful art, and it just kind of has that mystic wonder that perfectly embodies like what Mew is as a character, and just like kind of chilling in the I love this. Like, this is really, really high up on my list of non-Komiya PC cards. I'm gonna have to remember to add this to the watch list later. I'm not gonna add it to the watch list now because I'm not signed in, but obviously $64 is a good deal on this card. Let me take a look at the back. Got a whole big old chunk here. I would hope that that's something in the case or in between the scanner and the case, because there's no shot that this would get a CGC 9, especially on a blue label 3 cert. with that little chunk there. We do have some whitening on the top. Beautiful card. Wow. Okay. This is a nut. That's so weird. Super, super weird, and just like a coincidence. Like, I'm not just like talking about out of my ass and be like, oh, this is the next card I like, but this Aquapolis Tentacruel is literally on the very short list, along with that Mew, of like non-Kamiya PC cards that I'm looking to pick up at some point, and they're back to back in the auction. That is absolutely insane. I love this. I had a raw copy of this and graded it an 8, and I sold the 8. I probably just want like a raw copy of this. That's a nice look. I mean, just look at this. This gives you just giant squid underneath the depths of the ocean, just like the look in the eyes. That's so sick. You'd think it's a lot bigger than 5'3", 120 pounds. I'm thinking giant squid, like monstrous, but that's pretty tiny. Anyways, super beautiful card. Love those two cards. That's so weird that they were right next to each other. Nami, I am not sure what that refers to. Probably an anime character, like on one of those Weiss Schwartz cards. I don't remember. Yeah. JR says, yeah, you can get it two trainer or your actual name. Yeah, 2 trainers is tough. That's a weird thing to do. Brokemon cards. Soon he'll be old enough where he just wants money for Fortnite, and you'll have plenty of time. Yeah, I actually do miss playing Fortnite. I was a big Fortnite guy back when building was still like the popular mode of Fortnite, and I actually would love to play Fortnite with my son. I'll have plenty. I'm looking forward to when I have plenty of time, because right now don't have a ton of time. Eats like every 2.5 hours during the day, and it's my wife and I switch back and forth, and it is just it's tough. JR says, I feel that, Mertz. It's been harder to focus on sourcing cards for grading and flipping. I do love spending time and going places with my little man. Yep, you just have to have priorities. Sounds like you've got the same priorities as I do. It's just I thought I was just gonna have all this energy when he's like sleeping. I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna hop on eBay, and I'm gonna be doing all this. I'm gonna be making these videos constantly, like editing shorts and coming up with new ideas, and it just couldn't be further from the truth. Like, just tired. I've almost said he saw a Nami card from One Piece going for 100. Oh, how the mighty fall! I wonder what that went at its height. I am not have not been an anime guy, and I'm not familiar with that character or what that One Piece has been doing there. What do we got here? Let's see if we can finally find the bad 2-cert card to push all of our narratives that 2-certs are trash. Another strong 2-cert. I don't know. Maybe we're all wrong. I don't know. I haven't yet been someone who flips slabs, like buys slabs and then flips them. I know a lot of people do, especially on PWCC. But I just don't have. I just haven't done that. I just don't have a desire to. I mean, maybe I'm missing out big time. I don't know. Have not flipped slabs. All right, we're getting close to where we're gonna call it a night here. We've got another Disney Lorcana SIG. Could not care less about Lorcana or SIGs, except for Kamiya. I do want a Kamiya SIG at some point. People, and I appreciate you doing this. I know Ernesto sent me one, and then somebody else, I apologize if you're in the chat and I can't remember who you were, who sent it on Instagram the other day, a Kamiya SIG. I just don't want to spend like a ton, like $500-600. I just don't want to spend that much. Like, I would rather just not have that in my PC than spend like $600 on something that I'll never sell. I just can't do it for that particular item. I've spent more than $600 on a Kamiya card before, so it's not like I'm unwilling to spend that amount of money on like a card for my personal collection, but I don't want this signature that much, like enough to do that for that price. iPhone says he doesn't buy slabs either to resell. Yeah. Magnemite from Neo Discovery. Why is this a holo? Always just wondered that. This is a tough holo. Why is that a holo? Not tough in a good way either. we're going to wrap it up soon. Once I get to the bottom of this page, we're going to end it and wrap it up. $43 for the PSA 9 Evo Zard, and I think the PSA 10 already was up to like 1,000, which is gross. Gross, gross, gross. All right. Jared said he started buying popular graded slabs, and I know we'll sell at shows, even if I only make like 20 or 30. Hey, 20 or 30 bucks making on a single sale is good. It's a solid play if you have quantity. I'm nowhere near that level. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. This is I don't really recognize this card. What is this? This is nice. I like the green background. What is this? World 7-Eleven green hollow promo. I don't know that I've ever seen this before. This is really nice. Huh. I'm going to go ahead and leave that tab open for further investigation later. That's a nice Pikachu. Love it. What in the hell is this? What am I missing? Collector's Holiday, employee exclusive. What is this? What? I'm too tired to like understand. Is this like a prototype of what the WADA cases are going to be? This is so weird. This is so stupid. Somebody graded this as this looks to be a normal size card. Somebody's going to spend $45 on this. This is like, I don't know. I guess if you like graded video games to have a little bit of piece of history, I can see it. Okay, I can see it. If you're like a big graded video game guy and you just want to like, this is a kind of a piece of history of video game grading, I can see it. Okay, I take it back. I'm not going to crap on that person too much. Go ahead. You go ahead and spend your 45 bucks on this. I won't judge you. That's so random. We're moving on down into the $40 range. Let's see here. PSA 10 Master Ball. Yeah, I've got a couple PSA 10 Master Balls left that I just have not been able to move. Like a Magmar is one of them. Can't remember the other ones. I got a couple 9 Master Balls, but I don't know. I just feel like a PSA 10. I wonder what the pops are on these. I guess I should know what the pops are before. Excuse me, before I start talking about that. But I just think that's pretty cheap for a 10 Master Ball. For really any decent Pokemon. CGC 8. Blaine's Moltres. Let's take a look at the back. Always want to take a look at these blue label CGCs. Yeah, I got some nicks. Oh yeah, that's an actual 8. Okay, this Rocket Moltres, Fire Chicken. Blaine's Moltres is 1,000 times better. Another Sabrina's Gengar. Looks way more beat up than that 8.5. All right. We're making it to the bottom here, guys. Thanks for hanging on with me. That almost big print line on that Ponyta right down the middle. What is this? A PSA 9 for 34 bucks. Yeah. It's hard to take stock on any of these prices because we've still got like 2.5, 3 days left. iPhoma says, what's my favorite vintage set? Let me think about that. I don't know. That's a tough one. Like the ones that I opened, Base, Jungle, Fossil, Neogen as a kid before I got out. I got out after Neogen. Out of all those, I would probably say Neogen is my favorite. Favorite period, vintage that I wasn't around for, probably Expedition. I love that set. Another Articuno. What is this weird Snorlax? Oh, is this the baby shiny from Paldean Fates? That was quick. Grading turnarounds are so insanely quick now. It's awesome. Why is this Koga's Golbat or whatever trainer card banned? It's probably going to be super obvious. Oh, yep. And I wish I wouldn't have clicked on that. Moving on. As soon as I clicked on it, I remembered. That was so stupid. I love this Hypno. Beautiful, beautiful card. Just look at that, like just sucking the dreams out of like a poor schlub taking a nap at their dinner table. Yeah, Neo is very, very nostalgic. Couldn't agree more. Hey, here's remember when we saw the perfect 10 for like $178? PSA 10, $28. Hell of a bargain. Buy now. All right. We made it to the bottom, guys. I really appreciate you sticking with me. Another 2 weeks, another video. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I hopped on. I really, honestly didn't want to do it. I am pretty tired, like I have been for the last couple weeks here with the baby, but glad I stuck to it and stuck to my goal. So feels good, staying consistent. Thanks for joining me on this live. I'm going to wrap it up there. I will talk to you in 2 weeks. All right, thanks. Bye.